Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I would like to start a new series of around about 5 videos, and they are going to be a brand new series dedicated to my favourite combo from, and the series is going to be about the Makeup Revolution Pro HD amplified palettes. Now there is 7 within the collection and I want to spread these over 5 days, and the reason that I'm going to do that is because there are 2 in here that are relatively similar, but one is matte and one is like shimmers. Or in the today's video, one is all matte and one is a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and I want to incorporate 2 palettes into one look, and they are looks that they're my favourite combos basically. I did a series a couple of weeks ago of my favourite combos from the chocolate bar palettes and everybody seemed to really enjoy them, and so I thought that these are some of the most fantastic palettes from Makeup Revolution, and I've decided to do the second series using those because they are phenomenal. They are £15. You can pick them up from either tanbeauty.com, you can also pick them up from superdrug.com, and some Superdrug stores actually have these available, so you can swatch them and see which one of these is going to work best for you. So I've already done half my makeup, because obviously one eye is done, just to make sure that I've got my favourite eyeshadows on my eye, because I've been doing so much or so many reviews on different makeup or makeup palettes, eyeshadow palettes, that I wanted to refresh my memory with the shades that I love. And these are the shades that I'm drawn to within all of these palettes. So like I say, I'm going to be doing this brand new series over the next 5 days. Now the palettes themselves look like this. They have this gorgeous black shiny plastic. They all look exactly the same, apart from on the back it will give you the name. So the first 2 that I'm going to be working with are the Neutrals Cool and Neutrals Warm. So the Neutrals Cool, now they all have these sheets with the names on, which is so handy if you are doing tutorials or you want to share you know, the name of your favourite, I don't know, eyeshadow combos to a family member or a friend. It's really nice that you've got that. And then these are the shades, so they're all mattes within this palette here, and they look like that. So they are basically neutrals, and you've got pops of colour in there as well. And then this one is the Neutrals Warm, I believe. Let me just double check. Neutrals Warm, and then you've got mattes in here and shimmers. I'm using shimmers from this palette because I really love having a shimmery lid. So the mattes are going to be from the Neutrals Cool, which is the palette out of the both that to be honest, I'm drawn to all of these palettes, otherwise I wouldn't have purchased them. But I think they look absolutely amazing. I love them. They're just stunning. Absolutely stunning palettes. So yeah, I can't wait to share this combo with you. So first of all, I have used, let me just get the right brush. Of course, I've started off with this this brush, which is from Primark, and it's the brush that I always use because I love it. And the first shade that I added to my eye was quite a bright shade, and it's called Better Things. And it looks like this, so it's quite a peachy toned shade. Obviously I'm using all mattes to start with. They are very, very pigmented. You don't necessarily, you definitely don't have to dig your brush in. You just need to pat it a couple of times and there is enough pigment on there. There's also hardly any fallout with these palettes. They are amazing. And obviously they're called amplified for a reason, because they are very, pigmented. So, oh yeah, and I forgot my headband as always. I'm always getting carried away. So yeah, so this one is Better Things, and I'm just going to pop it into the crease and above. Now with my eye shape, I have to go quite high up because number one, I do have hooded eyes, but also there is a lot of space between the lid and the brow. So I do take my shade quite high up, but obviously you don't have to do that. It's however you like to do your shadow. Everybody's eyes are different, so you know, we just have to do whatever suits us. So now I have added that lovely peach shade. I want to neutralise that a little bit and basically add different shades going deep to where the crease is. So I then use the shade Lust, which is a neutral brown shade. So I'm just going to again use the same brush, and I'm just going to add that onto the brush. And again, I'm going to start off at the crease, but I'm not going to take it up quite so high this time. I just want to start adding a little bit more depth in that crease. Now, the next shade I'm going to use is going to be Warmth, and it's this one here. So it's Warmth, which is a deeper brown. And again, I'm using the same brush. And I'm going to pop that in the crease. Sorry, pop that in the crease and take that up a little bit, but definitely not as high as the last shade, and definitely not covering that peach colour. Now, next I want to use an even darker colour, and it's called Speechless. Is it called Speechless? No, sorry, I'm getting my my names muddled up. It's called Remember, which is this one here, and it's a very, very deep brown, and I'm just putting that on the tip of the brush this time, and I'm going to keep that directly into this area here where I first put that deep shade. What you don't want to do is to take it up. You know, you don't want it quite high. I hope I'm not covering my mic up either. So you don't want to take it up too high, but you want this area to have some depth to it. So a little bit of eyeshadow at a time, and also you want it in that outer V area, but you also want it, I like to put it on the outer third of the lid as well. You could deepen it up later, but it just gives me a template really where to put my shimmer and so forth. So then I want to take that through the crease a little bit, keep that quite low, and it gives you can see now it's starting to deepen that area up, but also you want to blend it as well. So again, I'm just going to just keep adding a little bit. And as always, I don't know why, but this side looks deeper. I've put the same shades on, but I did then go in and add more shadow, which obviously I'll do that in a moment. So just keep blending all of that through until you are happy with the intensity of that. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more of the first shade, which was called Better Things, and I'm going to keep that quite high and then take that over the top, because what I want to do is I want a nice blended out look, and I want it all really like this side basically. So then again we're going into that deeper shade. Now obviously when I did this eye I swapped between two brushes because I knew that I was going to have to you know, do another eye. So I always use one or two brushes. It's totally up to you. It is just how I prefer to put my makeup on. Obviously if I'm blending this out, you know, if I was blending it out higher, then I'd use a clean brush, but I just find that this works for me. It is like I say, there's no rules in makeup, and it is whatever you want to use and however you want to apply the makeup. Like I say, there are no rules at all. You can do whatever you like, use whatever you like, and whatever works for you, basically. So now let's have a look. It's not looking too bad, but as usual, I find it difficult to match both of the eyes up. So I'm just going to take that up a little bit higher. I'm a little bit concerned that I keep rubbing that mic. I'm just going to pin it up a little bit higher, just so that it's, because I'm crossing my arm over, and I'm a bit concerned that I'm making it sound muffled, or you know, if you rub the mic, it adds noise, or you can hear that. So yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit more of that peach. And that is looking really, really nice. These are so easy to blend. They are just fantastic eyeshadows. I love them. Now I'm just getting a really fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend this area out like that, and I'm just going to get a little bit more of that peach, because I really love that peach so much from this palette. I think that's it. Okay, so now what I want to do is move on to the under eye. So what I used for that was, I used one of the Unicorn's Dream, the flat brush, and I went into, first of all, I used Better Things, which was that first gorgeous peach shade. So I just ran that all along the eye underneath. So that's all nicely blended. And then I went in with my Primark brush, the PS Pro Shading Eye Brush, that one, and I went in with, and it was, which one was it? Warmth again. So I just went in with that, and I went as close as I possibly could to the lash line. Just ran that under there. Like that, and then went back to that Unicorn's Dream brush and just blended that out a little bit, like that. Perfect. And then I want to add the lid shade. So now I'm swapping over to the Neutrals Warm. I always get these confused. So the Neutrals Warm palette with the shimmers in, and the first shade that I went in with was called Show Off, and it is this stunning, it's like a champagne shade, but it's got a little bit of a hint of orange to it, just a tiny, I would say peach more than orange, and it is absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to put that on the lid all the way until, obviously, you just want the middle and the inner third. You want to try and keep it off the outer third as much as you can. And then what I went in with, I went over the top with a shade called Sunset, which is absolutely beautiful. Is it called Sunset? Let me just make sure I've got the right one. Yes, Sunset. So it's this one here, that one there. So the shimmer shade to the matte one that we used earlier. And then I went over the top of that, and it really gave a gorgeous shimmer. Now I went back with the original Primark brush, and I went in with, and I've got to go back to the original palette now, and I went in with Remember, and I just deepened out this outer third, just to make sure that You know, if you do go over it, obviously you can deepen that again. And then which one was it? I picked up this one from the Champagne brush collection from Makeup Revolution. It's the flat one. And I then went to the Warm palette again and picked up the first shimmer shade, which is Show Off, and just did the inner corner with that shade. So that's just, obviously you can put on as much or as little of that as you want. I really, really love this shade. It's absolutely stunning. So that is my first video sharing with you my favourite combination from the Neutrals Cool and Neutrals Warm palettes there. I wanted to incorporate both of those because, like I say, Neutrals Cool is dedicated to all matte. Obviously you could use it, you know, all of the mattes if you wanted, but I really do like the shimmer. I just think it adds an extra dimension, it brightens up the eye, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, there's shimmer on the eye, and I just think as an everyday look you could really get away with this. I have teamed it up with the lipstick from the Renaissance collection in Vow. I didn't want to put, sometimes I will go with Awaken or Greatest, which I absolutely love, and I probably have gone for Awaken actually because of the peach, but I didn't want to take anything away from the eye look today, so I've gone with Vow. And yeah, I really, really love this combo. So obviously that's the first video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're going to obviously enjoy my new series. Obviously do give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to watch further videos. But as usual, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, thank you. Bye.